Alright everyone, welcome back. Nadasfan here playing the Madden 11 live moments. This is the Packers and Eagles game from week 1 where Kevin Cobb was knocked out and due to concussion, and Michael Vick had to come in. And he was able to have some success, but ultimately Philly fell short of a comeback. So the goal here is to take control of Philly at the start of the fourth quarter and make the comeback from 27-10 all the way back. So this by far is the hardest difficulty of the four week 1 Madden live moments. As there you see a pick, and check out the pitch. I was able to pull out a pitch after the pick and get him upfield another good 20 yards or so. And it's kind of nice that the stats actually show up here from the point you started playing, which is not the case on the Madden moments on the disc. As you see, it says it's Aaron Rodgers' third interception of the day, and so they had all the stats set up to the point you took over, which is very cool. Because, like I say, the disc versions of the Madden moments, that come with the game, are not that way. You'll often hear them say, "Oh, that was the first catch of the day for that person," even though you're in a fourth quarter moment. So I did get a pick and get the ball back, and so I'd say one of the big keys to this moment is conserving as much time as possible, because you're down 27-10, and so you need 3 scores just to get even, and so that of course will take some time. You've only got 3 timeouts. As you see here, I'm struggling to get a pass completed, and now I've got a 4th and 10 and a real sticky situation here, but I've got to go for it. I mean, I need 3 scores. So come out shotgun and hope to get a play here, and here we get basket open over the middle, so we do convert on the 4th down, so that's a big one. So you get a chance to lead Vic and the Eagles back to a victory here. But like I said, it's by far the hardest of the 4, as you see Vic roll out here and try to get a few yards. And I mentioned in the previous episode that because they keep score on a leaderboard here, it's all kept online stats on these live moments, which is a nice touch. They have the bonus, the multipliers here, so there's certain things they're looking for you to do. So in this one, you get bonus points for running with Vic, as in real life he was able to come in the short time he was in the game, get over 100 yards rushing on his own. So here you see 1st and goal, and trying to get a score as quick as possible here to find Selleck for the touchdown. So there's one, but we still are down 10 points. Well, we got to get the extra point, and then we'll be down 10 points. So by far, they go on a star rating on difficulties here. They'll show you right when you are in the screen, loading the game situations up, and I believe the Viking Saints one is like a 2 out of 5. The others might have been a 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5 area, but this one I believe was 5 out of 5, just because of the amount of time that you have to come back from 17 points down. So obviously we'll need a stop, and we'll can't really allow first downs here, because we got to have the ball back 2 more times here. So anyway, running game there. They get more than I'd like on first down, so it's 2nd and 5. You got to have 2 plays to make a stop here, but it looks like they will go conservative and try to run the ball. So at least we feel pretty confident that they'll be doing that, and so hopefully I can stuff this. But you'll see they'll run this clock down, milk it down. They're not going to, in general, give me anything here. So we make a nice stop. It's 3rd and 3, and here I get a huge break because one of my players gets hurt, and it's before the 2 minutes, so I don't get charged a timeout for it. Clock stops, and we're able to get a big stop here before the 2-minute warning. So it was like an extra timeout thrown in there, and a huge key here, as we'll take advantage of that extra timeout. So as the 2-minute warning comes up here, I'm able to make the stop on this series without burning a timeout, and that'll be huge. So I've got to thank that injury to Jordan there that abdominal tear. Sorry, Jordan, but she helped out the team possibly in the long run by getting us an extra timeout. So here comes the punt, and Jackson will field this and get a little bit of running room off to the sideline there, up to about his own 45, 46-yard line. So again, we got to score quick because I need to save those timeouts for defense. And so Vic back to work, and he's getting great protection, which helps a lot. Finding Selleck again, and we'll get up to the ball here quickly and hope to keep the momentum downfield. So as you see Selleck, the replay of Selleck there making the catch, we'll go shotgun once again. And I know that you get bonus points for running Vic here, but right now I'm just trying to get back in this game anyway I know how. And so I find Macklin there for a nice catch. He's inbounds, so we gotta keep hurrying here. Hoping to get in, with still a minute or so left, so we can make a stop, use some timeouts. If that could have and should have been picked there over the middle as I tried to force things. So get another opportunity here. Luckily for big time stone hands defenders here in Madden. So pressure on, and it did get the ball off, but too far ahead of Selleck. The timing wasn't there. So 3rd and 10 now. The clock is stopped at 1:13, which is good. But Vic's got to make a play, and that's not going to do it. Knocked away there by the defense. So yet another 4th down I'm faced with, 4th and 10 at the 11. So needing 10 points here, I decide, okay, let's take the field goal. Obviously 3 touchdowns would have been ideal because then you can go ahead. But we can get there to a tie, taking a field goal in this spot here. So we'll take it. And because I've got the 3 timeouts left, because of that injury timeout that happened earlier before the 2-minute warning, I can actually kick this deep and hope to make a stop. Of course, giving up a first down is not an option here coming around on this, because that will then just take too much time. So Jordy Nelson comes on out, and we're able to keep him on his side of the 20 there, as I've got yet another injury here, and that's not good because I've got a wide out running down on kick coverage and getting himself hurt. So when and if I do get the ball back, I'll have one less receiver. So here you go, banking on them running the ball once again, and getting a tackle quickly, getting a timeout as quickly as possible, because we want to conserve all the time we'll need when we get this ball back with no timeouts, unless they're stupid enough to throw an incomplete pass here. So again a run, and again a stop. Now Ryan Grant had been hurt at this point in the game, so he's not in the lineup here. So that's kind of nice, true to form. We're playing with the actual lineups, as they were happening that afternoon. So that's a cool touch. Rodgers will throw here, and thank you, Aaron Rodgers, for throwing out of bounds. You just saved me a timeout. So I actually get one timeout to play with on my offense here, and 48 seconds left on the clock here as another punt coming, and ideally it'd be great to break this. And he breaks one tackle, breaks a couple tackles, getting on the Packer side of the field. So 37 seconds left. I've even got a timeout in my pocket, and I need to tie this ball game. So shotgun once again, and Michael Vick will look for an open receiver as he gets blitzed, and he just does get that off. That would have been disaster to take a sack there, because the clock would have kept rolling. You would have had to get those wide receivers back in place before he can snap the ball. It would have been a mess. So good thing he did get it off. And so here he'll be throwing deep to one-on-one coverage, and that's a catch, but it's an out of bounds. He's clearly out of bounds. So it was a nice shot, giving the one-on-one coverage a chance. But anyways, Vic will roll to his right and look to throw deep, and just about gets it picked, and then just about catches it off the rebound of deflection, but again he's out of bounds. So third time in this Madden moment I've been stuck with a 4th and 10 situation, and I got to come through once again, and I'm going to roll to the right, and they're not going to allow me to run for it, so I'm going to have to throw for it, and that's a great catch by Jackson, keeping his feet inbounds this time and keeping my drive alive. So only 10 seconds left, one timeout left, so I can go over the middle as long as I do it quickly and I get the timeout. So here's a big play coming up for Vic. I'm looking at some audible options there. Looking to throw over the middle, and he's open. Cooper's open for the touchdown, believe it or not, with, 6 seconds left. So it was very, very close, down to the wire, and that injury timeout made all the difference in this comeback as far as time. So 6 seconds left. We've got to get our extra point. They'll ice us on the extra point, hoping that, I don't know, maybe we'll miss a gimme extra point. Anyway, extra point coming around after the timeout is indeed good. So this thing is far from over, as we're going to have to most likely, barring a long kickoff return here, we're going to have to deal with an overtime and a coin flip here. And new overtime rules now that we're into the 2010 season. If the team receiving first kicks a field goal, then the other team gets a chance to match. But now if the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown, the game's all over. So a little bit more fair than just winning the coin toss and kicking a field goal and having it be over with. But we got to make a stop here, which we do, and that'll bring up overtime. So you look here. Now that's interesting there, because the total yard stats are not do not reflect what the game stats were, but I believe some of the other stat overlays were correct, like the third interception of the day. So here the Packers win the toss, making this even harder for me to come up. So I'm going to have to deal with Rodgers in a little more aggressive situation here, where he's going to be trying to get himself downfield here to win the game. So it would really suck to have come all that way back only to blow it in overtime. So I'm going to need a big defensive push here to get him out, and it starts well on the kickoff, being able to blanket him down at the 17 there. So got to come up with some D here and get the ball back to Vic one more time and get myself a win.
The pass is away. Misses the receiver, and it's incomplete.
So there you see Rodgers overshooting his wide receiver, fortunately on first down there. So we got a second and long, 2nd and 10 to be exact. So would expect them to be passing once again here, as Rodgers does drop back. And he's looking to scramble a bit. He gets away from the initial tackle there, but then slides down with only, I believe, a 3-yard gain. So 3rd and 7. So big play here. I don't want him to get momentum and start rolling down the field here. So a stop here would be huge. Out of the shotgun, Rodgers looking to pass again, and just avoids a sack. So he's got to throw that one away. You see the nice inside spin there and hit on Rodgers. So he just dumps this to avoid the sack, and I'm going to get a punt opportunity here and a chance to end this game. So hoping to get the punt in decent field position, and I've got some room, look like, setting up here. Go to the right and back to the left, and he's got an opening. And check this out, he might just have a chance. There he goes, 20-10. And there's the game-winning touchdown right there on the kick return.
Showed off some amazing speed and agility on that return.
Yeah, I don't know if it was good blocking or just bad tackling or good blocking, or I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but that was exciting.
That's right, that was exciting, and that was another Madden 11 live moment. Come on back for more, guys.